Hi, and welcome to Luminosity Yoga. And also, again, a very happy 2024. I hope you've had a good start. And now we're officially entering also into a phase of a new moon. So, my name is Anya, and I'm very pleased that you're here with me today. And I'd like to give you like a good introduction to that new moon in Capricorn. We'll look at some of the astrology and then get into an embodied practice to help you understand the current cosmic energies and to use them in a way that actually helps you support your own system and actually move through them with more grace and ease. And so the new moon in Capricorn at 20 degrees in a couple of minutes will take place on the 11th of January 2024 here in Berlin, where I am based, around noon, so something around 11:30. And so, as with every new moon, the sun and the moon are in the same sign, and in this case, it's the sign of Capricorn. And also, there's a bunch of other planets in that sign, and most importantly, Pluto is wrapping up a very, very long transit since 2008 in the sign of Capricorn. And we have had already like a transition from Pluto going from the old, from the Capricorn, the sign of Capricorn, into the new sign Aquarius. And this new moon will also guide us into more of that transition. So, like a new Pluto cycle. So, you might already be feeling this shifting energy and maybe, having that feeling that something is shifting. You're not quite sure what it is. But there's maybe a certain unease that goes ahead with that because any Pluto transit is very much about going into the underworld and actually digging up everything that we haven't looked at and we might not always be comfortable looking at. At the same time, it's also very liberating experience once we have moved through these things that we get a much more like a new outlook or maybe like a very, very much deeper connection to ourselves and to life in general. So, yeah, Capricorn is a cardinal earth sign. So, as any cardinal sign, it starts the season, and on the astrological chart, it would be like placed on one of the angles. So, it has that authority. It has that energy of starting something new. And Capricorn is ruled by the planet Saturn. And so that is always, and as you know, the planet Saturn has a ring around it. So this is always about limitations. So we might actually face our own limitations and we might be called to really set good boundaries in order to manage our energies. So just as, the idea of that, the bear that actually knows exactly how much mother bear, how much it actually needs to nourish itself, how many pounds it needs to put on before it can actually go into this winter sleep and then actually have enough energy to give birth to the baby bears in the spring and to nourish them. So this is how we need to know about our own resources and how to manage them. And if we haven't managed them well, this might well be a time where people get sick and might be thrown off course in order to turn more inwards and actually to readjust and set good boundaries for themselves. It is the coldest sign, the coldest period of the year, and both Capricorn and also Aquarius, which is the sign that follows, are ruled by Saturn traditionally. In modern astrology, Aquarius is ruled by Uranus, so it has also that unpredictable quality. But if you really are familiar with people who have a lot of Aquarius, there might be a bit of both at times. You know, sometimes there might be more that Saturnian flavor, and at times more the Uranian flavor. So yeah, as I said, there is that idea with Capricorn. You need to go step by step, and you need to be. It calls us to be disciplined in our approach and be grounded in our body and our physicality. Yeah, so it's also if you do a ceremony around this time, it's a very good idea to ground things in nature, to really go into the physical world, maybe go for a walk and actually really put some seeds down If you want to sow something new, as with every new moon, it's an opportunity for a new seed. So really see what it is. Maybe if you know your chart, where is Capricorn in your chart and where do you wish to seed something new? With the Pluto emphasis, as I said, there's also like at the 29th degree of, like Pluto's at the 29th degree of Capricorn, about to move into Aquarius on the 20th of January. So that's just over a week before the energy will shift into that sign. So things that we need to wrap up in the sign of Capricorn before it moves into Aquarius might come up at this time. As I said, be prepared to look at these things and go deep if you're called to, and surrender, really surrender, and allow spirit to take over. This is something that Rachel Lang, who's the current Inner Circle guide at Astrology Hub, who I'm a member of and who I very much love, and all the astrology there is a lot more comprehensive, and you can just listen to any of the podcasts to get a better idea of the current transits. So she suggested to ask spirit to take over and be willing to let go of what is familiar to us. And so I suggest with these ideas here, being disciplined and holding our boundaries, really managing our energy in a way that helps us, really let in what we're wishing to cultivate now, what we're wishing to seed, and to give the energy to that and really release things that no longer serve us or that might be familiar, but not really. It's not something we'll be taking on a journey with us when Pluto comes fully into Aquarius. So really releasing anything related to old structures that are actually where we are not in our own authority. So let's explore that in our yoga practice. And let's start by standing and really connecting with the earth. So we start in, which is called Tadasana, and the hands face forward, the fingers are open. Feet can be hip width distance or a little further in as you wish. Slightly bend your knees to feel the connection to the earth. And then if it's comfortable, just start to close your eyes and just really sense the connection to the ground. Sense how the soles of your feet touch the ground. And just sense your breath wherever you can sense that in the body without changing or judging it. Just sensing your natural breath. And then slightly drop your tailbone, like tilt the pelvis and drop the tailbone towards the ground if you haven't done that yet. And really send a grounding cord into the earth. You can imagine a vine or root or any other image that works for you. You can just sense the connection from your feet, from the tailbone or your perineum down into the earth. Just let's take a moment to really pull the sexual organs, pelvic floor, and the tailbone in and up for a moment. And then exhale, release, and really feel the connection down into the earth. And on the next inhale, through the nose, if you can, breathing in and out through the nose, allow to receive energy from the earth and have it come up through your legs and your tailbone, moving up the spine to the crown of the head. And then on your exhale, just release anything, stress, tension, energies of others. And take a few more in an exhale, finding your own rhythm of breathing. Bring your thumb and your middle finger together as you do this for Shani or Saturn mudra. Every inhale, like a new beginning, and with every exhale, we let go of what no longer serves us. So, really stepping into this new energy. On our inhale, we bring the arms up above the head. And with the exhale, the hands in front of our hearts. And let's start with one round of arm. Take a deep inhale. And bow your head to your heart. And just set an intention for the new moon to really draw good boundaries for you, for the things that you want to spend your energy on, for how you want to spend your resources and how you want to use them, and to really support that and be disciplined about that. So bring that or any other intention that works better for you into the body with your breath. And then rub your hands together. And then cup your eyes with your palms and keep your head upright. And just imagine you're standing on the top of a mountain and you're really looking at what's ahead of you, really looking at what you want to see blossoming this month, and really see that in your mind's eye. And then bring the hands down. And Capricorn is also related to our spine, to our joints, especially our knees. And so just like, let's just circle our knees with our palms, just bringing some energy here. And you can just rub one knee, both hands on one side, the knee and the other. And then just bring the feet together. The feet together, and then you circle the knees. First of all, in a clockwise direction, keep your feet together and breathe as you do this. Might feel your joints cracking, that's just fine, releasing some air here. And then in the other direction. Very good. And then we're going to come down on our toes. So again, opening up the joint. Inhale here and then exhale, slowly straightening, and you don't need to straighten all the way. Inhale, bring your hands down and just bring the hands in front of our heart. So really keeping our balance here, and keep your shoulders in alignment with your hips if you can. Exhale, release and straighten your legs. And we do that a few more times. Inhale, come down, bring the hands in front of the heart. Deep inhale and then exhale, straightening just as much as is comfortable for you. One last time, inhale here. Opening the chest and exhale, release. And again, inhale, coming down. And exhale, just slide forward and sit on your heels. And if that's not comfortable, please sit on a blanket or any other prop that feels helpful for you. And we're gonna bring the thumbs back, the fingers front on our shoulders. And we're gonna inhale left, exhale right with an active breath. Inhale, come back to center. Pull the pelvic floor in and up. Bring your gaze towards your third eye, chin towards the chest. And then exhale, just release your hands. Just taking a moment to rest them. And then come into a comfortable cross-legged posture. And we're going to bring the hands on our knees, and then we're just going to move our crown from side to side. So we inhale, crown to the left, exhale to the right. And again, as if the crown wants to touch the floor, but of course it might be a long way. One more time each side. And come back to center. Again, take a deep inhale. Palm facing up, chin towards the chest. Bring the thumb and the middle finger together. Hold the breath for a moment. And then exhale, release. And then we're going to do an exercise with our arms. On our inhale, we bring the back of our hands together. And exhale, bring the fingertips down on the ground. So we take long, deep breaths. Take a deep inhale. Bring the hands down on the exhale. At the end of the exhale, we hold the breath out for as long as it's comfortable. And repeat. Inhale. Exhale the arms down, and then retain the breath at the end of the exhale for as long as it's comfortable. Last one. Very good. And let's just move the spine in the clockwise direction. Feeling our breath, sending it up and down the spine. Breathing in any and all discomfort. One of the best exercises to open up the spine. You can do that anytime. It's very easy. You can do it before bedtime or when you wake up or whenever you have a break, maybe in between work. Bring the hands to back, rub your feet together. And then change sides and just rotate in the other direction. Yeah, with Capricorn, we're going to stay very grounded. And then come back and release. Straighten the legs for a moment. And just interlace the fingers under the right knee. Inhale, straighten. Again, find long spine. And exhale, release. Inhale. And exhale. And 3 more times in your own time. And it doesn't matter. You don't need to straighten the leg. Just keep the back as long as you can. If you can, retain the breath a little bit after the exhale. That's related to Saturn. Saturn pranayama. Slowing things down one more time. And then we're just going to take the other leg. Inhale. And exhale. And again, at the end of the exhale, really retain the breath for as long as you can. Saturn and Capricorn they slow things down. Just as the winter does, forces us to slow down and turn inwards and really be clear about our resources, how we spend them. Extend both legs. And then we're going to come into Paschimottanasana. And if you can, you don't need to grab the toes, just see if you can find length in the spine on your inhale and exhale, bend forward. If you have any slip disc, just keep the back straight in a forward bend. Inhale. And otherwise, you can alternate between in and exhale. We do it a bit faster 3 times. And then we're going to start to, again, retain the breath, hold it out after the exhale. Grounding through our legs. Very simple exercise. And just see how that actually impacts your body. And then we're gonna come onto our backs for a moment. Rolling down one vertebra at a time. I'm gonna lift the legs so the lower legs are parallel to the floor. We're gonna take a dip, inhale. Exhale, draw the knees into the chest, and again, hold the breath out at the end of the exhale. For 3 counts, and then we start again. Inhale. Two more times. And then just release the breath, draw the knees into the chest. You can make very slight movements, again, just to do what feels good for your spine, maybe slightly rocking left to right. Maybe you want to just be still. Just listen to your body, see what I mean. And then we're going to stretch the legs out and turn around on our front. And we're going to come into Shalabhasana. So that's locust pose. We're going to interlace the fingers behind our back, really pull the feet down. Yeah, so really feel the connection with the feet in the ground. Push the feet into the floor. And then as we inhale, we come up. And again, just really activate your core in the lower back. Exhale, release. Inhale up. So then just release the hands. Make a pillow out of them. And just let the feet roll over. Let the feet roll out. Just move the hips a little bit. And release the breath. Really tuck your toes under in the back and really feel so your toes here and pull the center in and find a very long back. Pull the heels back. Breathe deeply here. Just finding the length in the lower back. And elongating also from the crown of your head, resting your head as you do this. And then again, just relax and come to rest on your belly for a very short Shavasana. And resting on the belly is very beneficial for the nervous system. So just allow yourself to be comfortable, make sure you're warm. Release any breathing efforts. Make some space between your arms and your upper body. Let the feet roll in or out. Maybe cover yourself. And then really allow your heart and the front of your body to sink into the earth. Just feel the front of your body from head to toe as one surface. Melting into the earth. Feel the back of your body also as one surface. And allow the back of your body to melt into the front of the body and into the earth. And let your consciousness rest for a few moments. Make sure your head is in a comfortable position. And take a deep in and exhale. And you start to move your fingers and toes. Place the forehead on the ground. Place your hands underneath your shoulders. Take a deep inhale. Sit back in child's pose. On your exhale, resting here for a moment. Then bring the hands next to your knees and slowly roll up one vertebra at a time. And just find a comfortable seat. Place one hand underneath the belly button, one hand on the center of your heart. And then think about something you're thankful for today. And that will give you strength and help you stay true to yourself throughout the moon cycle. And then feel that in the body with your breath. And let that feeling extend. And with that in mind, we close with one round of place the hands together in front of our heart. Take a deep exhale. And inhale. And we're dedicating the merits of our practice to all beings without one exception. Namaste. Thanks for joining me. Please connect with me in the chat. Write down your intentions or your experiences for the new moon with this energy. I look forward to your comments, your shares, your likes, your subscribes. And I'm also available. You can contact me here on my website, and which is www.anyabayer.com. You'll find it in the show notes as well. And I look forward to seeing you very soon, and enjoy this beautiful Capricorn moon cycle. Thanks so much for joining me. Namaste. The light in me appreciates, values, and sees the light in you. Bye for now.